After 60, your body can get stiffer while you sleep, not just while you walk. If you go to bed tight and swollen, you often wake up weaker, slower, and less steady. If you want to stay healthy and independent as you age, hit that subscribe button right now. We share simple, science-backed health tips like this every single day. Here's the thing. Most people wait until morning to think about mobility. That is often too late. For years, I've seen the same pattern in aging research again and again. The seniors who stay strong are not always doing hard workouts. Many are doing small, repeatable movements at the right time. And tonight, I'm going to show you 5 gentle bedtime movements, inspired by the kind of simple daily habits many older adults in Japan trust, that can help your legs feel lighter, your hips feel looser, and your sleep feel deeper. Now, before we continue, tell me your age and where you're watching from in the comments. This helps us understand who we're helping. Here's what most people get wrong. They think bedtime means doing less and less until the body shuts down like a lamp. But your body is not a lamp. It's more like a house that still needs a night crew. Your blood still has to move. Your joints still need space. Your muscles still need signals from the brain. And if you skip that gentle signal, what happens? You climb into bed stiff, your calves stay tight, your hips stay locked, your lower back stays cranky, and your nervous system stays wound up. Then you wake up and say, I guess this is just aging. But is it really aging, or is it a body that went to bed frozen? A 2021 study from the University of Tsukuba found that just 30 minutes of low-intensity exercise done 3 hours before bedtime improved sleep in older women. Sleep latency, which means the time it takes to fall asleep, dropped from 14.2 minutes in the control condition to 4.2 minutes after the exercise session. Deep sleep signals also improved. That matters because better sleep is when your body does its repair work. Then a 2022 study from the University of Tsukuba looking at 92 older Japanese adults, found that more low-intensity physical activity was linked with more stage N3 sleep. That is deep sleep, the kind your body uses like an overnight repair shift. Not extreme exercise, not punishing workouts, gentle movement. So no, the answer is not do nothing before bed. The answer is not intensity, but timing and consistency. That's the big difference. And once you understand that, these next 5 movements make a lot more sense. Number 5, ankle pumps and circles. Most people think weak legs start in the thighs, but actually, a lot of trouble starts lower down, at the ankles and calves. If your ankles get stiff, your walking gets choppy. If your calves stay tight, blood and fluid can pool in the lower legs. That can leave you with heavy legs, nighttime cramps, and that dull, swollen feeling around the socks. Think of your calves like a second heart. They squeeze blood back upward every time you move. But if you spend hours sitting, then lie down without waking them up, that pump gets lazy, and your body feels it. A 2024 randomized trial from the Tokyo Metropolitan Institute for Geriatrics and Gerontology, with support from researchers including the University of Tsukuba, found that older adults doing simple radio Taiso-style movements improved agility, dynamic balance, and exercise confidence over 12 weeks. The point is simple. Small, repeated movement works. Here's how to do this one. Sit on the edge of your bed or lie down with your legs straight. Pull both toes back toward your face for a slow count of 2. Then point them away for a slow count of 2. Do that 10 times. After that, make 5 slow circles with each foot to the right, then 5 to the left. Keep the circles smooth, not jerky. If you feel a cramp coming, make the movement smaller, not faster. Then pause and notice your lower legs. Do they feel warmer, lighter? That is the pump turning back on. If your ankles are very stiff, do 1 foot at a time. If you have neuropathy, which means numbness or tingling in the feet, place your hand on the shin so your brain gets extra feedback. That little trick helps more than people realize. And don't ignore food here. If calf cramps bother you at night, food can help support the movement. 1 small banana gives you about 420 milligrams of potassium. 1 ounce of pumpkin seeds gives you about 150 milligrams of magnesium. Not magic, but helpful. Movement first, food second. But wait until you see number 4, because this next one wakes up the hips, and that changes everything. Number 4, seated knee lifts with toe taps. Most people think bedtime movement should only be stretching, but actually some of the best bedtime work is gentle activation. In simple words, you are reminding sleepy muscles to stay online. Your hips are like door hinges. If they do not open and close well, the whole door struggles. Then your back tries to help. Your knees try to help, your balance gets worse, and suddenly standing up from the toilet or getting out of bed feels like hard labor. A 2023 study from the University of Cambridge followed 1,433 adults over 60 and found that more movement and less sitting were tied to better quality of life years later. Even light physical activity helped. That should tell you something important. Your body does not only reward big effort, it rewards frequent effort. Here's how to do this move. Sit tall, near the middle of your bed, or in a sturdy chair beside it. Hold the edge lightly if you need support. Lift one knee 2 to 4 inches. Lower it, then lift the other. Go back and forth for 20 total lifts. After that, keep your heels down and tap your toes up and down 20 times. Then keep your toes down and lift your heels 20 times. Why add the taps? Because they wake up the front of the shin and the back of the calf together. That gives your ankles better control when you walk to the bathroom at night or first thing in the morning. Do not slump while you do this. Sit tall as if a string is pulling the top of your head up. That turns this from a lazy leg wiggle into a full posture reset. Quick question. Have you ever gone to bed with heavy legs, tingling feet, or nighttime cramps? Comment yes or no below. If your hip flexors, the muscles that lift the thigh, feel weak, support them with food during the day. 3 ounces of salmon gives you about 22 grams of protein. 3/4 of a cup of Greek yogurt gives you roughly 15 to 17 grams. Muscles are like workers. If you want them to show up, you have to feed them. And if this move already feels helpful, number 3 may become your favorite. Number 3, supported calf raises. Most people think calf raises are just for athletes, but actually, they are one of the simplest balance movements older adults can do. Why? Because every step you take depends on those lower leg muscles helping you push, steady, and catch yourself. When calf strength fades, walking gets flatter, your stride gets shorter, your body stops trusting the ground. That can make you shuffle even when your heart is fine. Researchers writing from Tufts University School of Medicine highlighted a large study involving nearly 8,000 older adults, showing that balance and functional exercise reduced falls by 24%. Not pills, not gadgets, movement. Here's how to do the bedtime version. Stand behind a sturdy chair or place both hands on the wall, feet hip-width apart. Rise up onto your toes slowly. Pause for 1 second at the top. Lower down even more slowly. Start with 8 reps. Work up to 12. If both legs feel easy, shift just a little more weight to one side, but only if you feel safe. The slow lowering matters. That is the braking phase. It teaches control, not just strength. And control is what saves you when you trip on a rug or step off a curb awkwardly. If standing is too much, do a seated version. Sit tall. Press the balls of your feet into the floor and lift your heels. Hold 2 seconds, lower. Same idea, smaller load. And yes, what you eat matters here too. If you want muscles to stay alive after 60, protein cannot be an afterthought. 3 ounces of chicken gives you about 25 grams of protein. 1 cup of milk gives you about 300 milligrams of calcium if you tolerate dairy. Those are building materials. Your body cannot repair a wall with no bricks. Before we go further, if this is making sense so far, hit that like button. It tells me you want more videos like this. Now let's move to number 2, and this one may be the most important for getting out of a chair without using your hands. Number 2, sit to stands from the bed. Most people think standing up is just something you do, but actually, it is one of the clearest tests of whether your legs are aging well. If standing up feels hard, slow, or painful, your body is already telling you something. This move trains the exact pattern you use every day. Getting out of bed, getting off the toilet, getting out of the car, rising from the couch. That is why this movement is gold. A 2019 clinical trial from Japan's National Institute of Fitness and Sports looked at physically frail adults ages 75 to 88 doing repeated sit-to-stands 3 times a week for 12 weeks. Knee strength improved from 1.07 to 1.31 Newton meters per kilogram, and the muscles needed much less effort to do the same lowering and rising motion. In plain English, the movement got easier because the body got stronger. Here's how to do it safely before bed. Sit near the edge of the mattress or use a firm chair beside the bed. Place your feet a little behind your knees. Lean your chest forward like your nose is going toward your toes. Push through your feet and stand up. Then sit back down slowly. Start with 5 reps. If that feels easy, do 8. If you need your hands on your thighs at first, that is fine. Just try to use them less over time. The big mistake, dropping back down fast. Don't do that. Lowering slowly is where a lot of the strength comes from. Think elevator, not collapse. If your knees ache, raise the bed height a little with a firm cushion for now. That makes the movement easier and lets you practice without strain. If you can stand without using your hands by the end of a few weeks, that is a huge win. And feed the work. 3 ounces of sardines give you around 22 grams of protein and over 300 milligrams of calcium if you eat the soft bones. 1 cup of fortified soy milk often gives about 300 milligrams of calcium too. Again, movement is the spark, but food is the fuel. But the number one movement is the one most people skip, even though it may be the best at telling your body, we are safe now. You can rest. Number 1, open arm breathing with shoulder rolls. Most people think sleep begins in the mattress, but actually, sleep begins in the nervous system. If your brain still feels like it is guarding the house, your body will not fully relax. That is why this move matters. It combines upper body opening, rib movement, and slow breathing. In simple words, it tells the chest to soften and the body to stop acting like it is under attack. A 2023 study from the USC Leonard Davis School of Gerontology had adults practice slow-paced breathing for 20 minutes twice a day for 4 weeks. Researchers found changes in heart rate variability, which is a sign of better nervous system flexibility, and lower blood levels of amyloid beta markers. Let me be clear, that does not prove this movement prevents dementia, but it does prove that breathing changes real biology, not just feelings. Here's how to do the bedtime version. Sit tall or lie with your head supported. As you inhale through your nose for a count of 5, slowly open your arms out to the sides or sweep them slightly upward if your shoulders allow. As you exhale for a count of 5, bring your arms back in and give yourself a loose hug. Do that 6 times. Then drop your hands to your shoulders and make 8 slow shoulder rolls backward. Finish with 6 more 5-count breaths, this time with 1 hand on your chest and 1 on your belly. You want the belly hand to move more than the chest hand. That means the diaphragm is doing more of the work. The diaphragm is the main breathing muscle under your lungs. When it moves well, the neck and shoulders stop trying to do its job. Why do people love this one? Because they feel the difference fast. The jaw unclenches, the shoulders drop, the chest feels less crowded, and when the chest softens, sleep often comes easier. I'd love to hear your story. What made you click on this video today? Share in the comments. If you want a food partner for this move, keep it simple. 1 ounce of pumpkin seeds gives about 150 milligrams of magnesium. 1 cup of kefir or milk gives protein plus fluid. Just don't drink so much right before bed that you're waking up every 2 hours to use the bathroom. Now let's pump the brakes for a second. I'm not saying this to scare you, but gentle does not mean risk-free for everyone. If any of these movements cause sharp pain, chest pressure, severe shortness of breath, dizziness, or sudden weakness, stop right away. If one calf is hot, red, swollen, or very painful, do not try to walk it off. Get medical help. If you have severe osteoporosis, a recent surgery, a fresh joint replacement, uncontrolled blood pressure, bad vertigo, or a serious balance problem, ask your doctor or physical therapist which moves are safest for you. And if you have diabetes with numb feet, move slowly and use support. If you take sleeping pills, remember they can affect balance at night. If you have heart failure or kidney disease and your legs are swelling more than usual, tell your doctor. New swelling is not something to ignore, so you're convinced, but thinking like, how do I actually do this? Here is the easiest plan. Tonight, do 2 minutes. That's it. 10 ankle pumps, 10 seated knee lifts, 6 open arm breaths. If that feels good for 3 nights in a row, add 8 calf raises. Then add 5 sit to stands. In less than 6 minutes, you have a full bedtime reset. If your budget is tight, good. You do not need equipment. Use your bed, a chair, a wall, and your own breath. If you are very stiff, start sitting. If you are stronger, stand for the calf raises. If your shoulders hurt, skip the big arm sweep and just do the breathing. You do not need the perfect routine. You need the repeatable routine. Look, there's a lot of noise out there. Fancy programs, miracle devices, big promises, but your body usually responds best to simple signals repeated over time. You don't need to overthink this. You do not need to exercise hard at night. You need to remind your joints to move, your muscles to wake up, and your nervous system to calm down. Start with just 2 minutes tonight. Your body will tell you if it's working. Your feet will feel warmer. Your legs will feel lighter. Standing up tomorrow morning may feel smoother. That is feedback. Listen to it. If this helped you, hit that like button. And if you want more videos like this, make sure you're subscribed because we post new health tips every single day. Stay healthy, stay strong.